only getting 100 players per month to thousands. This is the entire story of Blox. But before we start with this big number, we have to go back to the very beginning, before all the popularity. Before Blox was a thing, Ripendra and MyGame43 had always wanted to make games, but most of their projects failed. That's until a game they made called Elemental Wars. It was a hit, and it was the first time Ripendra and MyGame43 had tasted success. But after a while, it had started to lose interest, and players stopped playing. So Ripendra and MyGame43 had to do something fast. So they made another version of the game, but they didn't want to lose the main focus. So they kept the same focus of elements. So they made a new, reworked and improved game called Elemental Battlegrounds, and it blew up, and thousands of players started to play every month. So Ripendra and MyGame43 decided to do something different. In January of 2019, Blox was made. Well, not exactly Blox, but Blox Piece by MyGame43, who you might know as Redhead, alongside Ripendra. It was an instant hit and was getting thousands of players per month. It was a smart move from the developers, making a grind-filled game, enabling players to play for hours. But after a few months, players reached the old level cap and decided to leave the game, feeling no sense of grind anymore and nothing to do. Then, on November of 2019, Blox got one of its biggest updates, introducing Second C. More islands, higher level cap, and more rare items from bosses. The game became bigger than ever. In 2019, bringing old players back to feel the sensation of grinding again. But then, in the midst of all this success, was copyright. The game was almost an exact copy to the anime One Piece. So they had to make a few changes. And this wasn't just happening to Blox, it was happening to all the anime games. So the devs of all the anime games decided to make a few changes. Like in Blox, they changed the name of the game to Blox and changed the name of some fruits and NPCs to avoid copyright strikes. After a while, the game got another major update and added new fighting styles and fruit awakenings. But only a few fruits had awakenings, like ice, fire had awakenings. They also started to add new fruits to the game, more islands, and a way higher level gap. We are talking a 500 level gap. Then, in the middle of 2020, the devs finally put the long-awaited sea events, like the Halloween update and the even bigger annual Christmas update, which brought new currencies like candies, which you could trade for various awards. But at the end of 2020 was the drought of Blox. In the starting of 2021, the game only received 4 updates, and some only being bug fixes. So it led to less players being active, especially players who have completely maxed out the game. But one of the 4 updates was special, not like the rest. And on September of 2021, the third C update was released. It started to bring back old players from Blox, feeling the sensation of grinding again. It was an instant hit. It also brought new weapons that you had to do quests to get, and more bosses. They had also brought in a ton of new fruits. They had also added new awakenings such as Buddha Awakening. The Buddha Awakening, which is the most best awakening in the game. This made it one of the most popular games in Blox Fruits. But then again, another year of dry updates and made old players bored, having maxed out everything. Even though the game was still getting new players, they were losing long-term players. Even the next year was dry, having reskinned holiday updates. But that all led to one of the biggest updates Bloxfoot has ever seen. 17.3. There were a lot of Bloxfoot animations that were poor compared to other anime games. So they revamped most fruits to one of the best animation anime games that Roblox had ever seen. It made the game so popular that it reached 500k players, and just not once, consistently throughout the year. This led to the start of Blox Fruits YouTubers, which made the game more popular. So, as a gift to some of the YouTubers, was their own title and a triple dark blade, which was only given to admins. After that, Blox Fruits started to put out actually good updates, like the Race 4 update, the Valentine update, new fighting styles, and more. Now, in 2024, Bloxfoot has won the Roblox Innovation Awards for Best Action/RPG Game. Who could imagine? From one of the worst games to the best. So, I hope you enjoyed, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and like. We are on the road to 200 subs. Peace.